take a second. Close your eyes. I want you to hear their voices. Not the voices of the people who love you. I want you to hear the others. The ones who smirked when you told them your plan. The ones who went quiet when you asked for support. The ones who whispered behind your back that you finally lost your mind. How does it taste? That bitter metallic tang of being underestimated. Most people swallow it. They let that poison sit in their gut until it turns into resentment. They let the doubt of others become their own internal dialogue. They start to believe the lie that they are just average. But you're here because you're tired of being a victim of their opinions. You're here because you want to learn how to weaponize that disrespect. Welcome to Ignite It, where we don't do positivity fluff. We don't care about your feelings. We care about your fire. Today, we aren't just going to ignore the doubters. We are going to use them. We are going to build a goddamn monument out of every stone they threw at us. Let them doubt you. Let them laugh. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to make them regret every single word they ever spoke against you. This isn't a pep talk. This is a declaration of war. Let's get to work. Before you can win, you have to know who you're fighting. Doubt doesn't just come from strangers on the internet. It comes from the friends who say be realistic. It comes from the parents who wanted you to take the safe job. It comes from the ex who told you that you'd never find anyone better. Imagine you're at a table. You're excited. You just found the thing. The business, the craft, the body you want to build. You tell them, and you see it. That little eye roll. That, oh, that's nice, but isn't that hard? That is the sound of them trying to keep you in the cage with them. They aren't afraid you'll fail. They're terrified you'll actually succeed. Because if you succeed, it means they have no more excuses for why they stayed small. Every no they gave you, that's a brick. Every you can't, they whispered, that's fuel. Every laugh at your expense, that's an investment in your future. You need to stop trying to convince them. Stop arguing. Every time you try to explain your vision to someone who doesn't have the eyes to see it, you're leaking energy. You're bleeding out your potential just to seek validation from people who aren't even playing the same game as you. This is Ignited. We don't talk. We execute. We don't explain. We evidence. Mark their names down in the back of your mind. Don't be angry. Be grateful. They just gave you a reason to never ever stop. They tell you that anger is a negative emotion. They tell you to meditate it away. They tell you to be peaceful. Peaceful. You can be peaceful when you're dead. Right now, you're in the trenches. Anger is just energy. It's raw, high-octane electricity. If you let it explode, you're a fool. But if you channel it, if you pipe that rage into your work, you become a machine. When your alarm goes off at 4 a.m. and your body is screaming no, I want you to remember the person who told you that you'd never make it. I want you to see their face. Does that bed still feel comfortable? No, it feels like a coffin. Look at the crates. Look at Jordan. He didn't just play for the love of the game. He played to destroy anyone who thought they were better. He invented dark reasons to hate his opponents just to keep the fire burning. That's the secret. You need a villain in your story, and if you don't have one, find one. Success is the only revenge that matters. You want to hurt them? Don't send a text. Don't start a fight. Build a life so massive, so undeniable, that they have to see your face every time they turn on their phone. Make your existence a constant reminder of their lack of vision. Now, we enter the dark phase. This is where you go ghost. Most people make the mistake of announcing their comeback. They post on Instagram, big things coming. Shut up. Privacy is power. Every time you tell someone what you're doing, your brain gets a hit of dopamine as if you've already done it. You lose the hunger. You need to stay hungry. You need to work in the shadows. I want you to work so quietly that people think you've disappeared. I want them to think you've given up. Imagine the moment. 6 months from now, a year from now, you walk into a room and you are physically, mentally, and financially unrecognizable. You don't have to say a word. The way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the aura you exude, it will tell them everything. You'll see it in their eyes. That flash of regret, That realization that they stayed the same while you became a monster. This is the ignited way. We don't need a spotlight to work. We are the ones who thrive in the dark, because we know the sun is coming. And when it does, we'll be the ones holding the keys. To make them regret it, you have to kill the part of you that still cares what they think. You are still seeking their approval, even in your revenge. We have to finish that. When you feel weak, ask yourself, if I quit now, who wins? If the answer is them, then you cannot quit. You don't have the luxury of giving up. You have a responsibility to every version of yourself that was ever doubted. You owe it to the kid who was picked last. You owe it to the person you were a year ago. This is where we turn sparks into infernos. This is where we stop playing self-improvement and start playing self-mastery. You aren't doing this for them. You're doing this to prove to yourself that you were right all along. We're at the end. But for you, this is the beginning. Tonight, when you lay your head down, I want you to make a pact. No more excuses. No more listening to the noise. Let them doubt you. Let them mock you. Let them think you're finished. Because the version of you that is coming is going to haunt their dreams. You have the fire. I can feel it through the screen. Now go use it. If you're ready to burn the bridge to your old life, I want you to comment the word "you unstoppable" below. I want to know who is in this fight with me. This is Ignited. If you want the fuel to keep this fire burning, hit that subscribe button. Like this video if you've ever been underestimated and you're ready to prove them wrong. Share this with one person who needs to wake the hell up. Make them regret it. Every single one. Out.